The world of customer support is changing, and nothing says that more than an article that I recently came across about a company named Klarna that now handles two-thirds of their customer service chats within the first month. So they deployed an OpenAI chatbot that is now handling close to 2.3 million conversations, almost two-thirds of their customer service chats. It's doing the equivalent of up to 700 full-time agents. Responses are on par with human agents, and it's leading to a 25% drop in repeat inquiries. Overall, this is estimated to drive a $40 million profit improvement for Klarna in 2024. And these numbers aren't surprising to me because with customers that are building chatbots on top of AnswerAI, they're able to get very similar results. And in this video, I'm going to go over what it's like to build a AI first customer support center. We're going to talk about why your current chatbot may fall short. I'm going to talk about the critical role of clean source data and how composable content fits into the mix, as well as what complexities you might find in-house if you're trying to build your own customer chatbot. And I'm going to give you a demo of our approach that has proved to do almost as much, 66%, if not higher, 70% ticket deflection. So let's jump right in. But before we jump into the demo, you need to understand a little bit about how these chatbots work. So when a customer comes to your website and says, how does your product work? Essentially, that chatbot or AI model needs to be trained on your customer data, whether that's product reviews, your website, whatever information. Most likely, any of the trained models out there don't have the specifics of your organization unless you're one of the Fortune 500 or a very large organization. And it's not going to have the most up to date. So there's two ways that you as an organization can train AI on your data. Think of it like studying for a test, right? So you have to cram all the information, you have to learn it. And that's similar to fine-tuning your own model or even model training. The problem with that is that there's a fixed knowledge cutoff. So you're going to take a test. The test is at a specific time. You can't accumulate any more knowledge after that time. These processes are very, very expensive and take long time. So some of these models can take weeks or even months to train. So not really feasible for, especially, if you're dealing with content that changes quite frequently. So that's where retrieval augmented generation, or you may have heard of it called RAG. So the same test analogy. So instead of studying for the test, you're actually giving the AI an open book. You're essentially saying, here's all the information about my business. Now answer the question. So you don't have to train it. You're giving it as part of the prompt. And that gives you a few benefits. One, it has real-time knowledge. So as soon as your information in your database and your content management system updates, your chatbot can give the most recent information. It's also less expensive because it doesn't require training and long times on GPUs, and you can usually get instant responses. However, there are some drawbacks, and that is there's limited knowledge. So each time you ask the question, you're only limited to a certain amount of knowledge that you could add as context. So for instance, you can't feed it your entire Google Drive and say, give me information about this particular piece of my product. Now, that limitation is quickly growing. It used to be we could only get 4,000 tokens, but now we have models that do in the millions of tokens. So this is quickly becoming less of an issue. But the more context means more money. If you do plan on just giving it a ton of information, that's going to consume tokens. That's going to consume resources. That's going to, lead to a longer response time and also cost you more money in the long run. And it's also, if you just feed it a bunch of information, it's been known to hallucinate. AI models are pretty good at looking at the content that you gave it and deciphering it, but it can still hallucinate. And the better you can get that source content to only have the information it needs at that time, the better your responses are going to be. So here's an example of a knowledge base article that you see pretty commonly in the industry. So here it says this is a feature called Create Workflows. It says what subscriptions it's available in. And throughout this article, it says this is only available in the Sales Hub. This is only available in the Tickets Hub. Scheduled workflows are only available in Operations Hub. And the problem is, most of the chatbots that have been implemented have simply just ingested this page, and then it's tried to throw this information at the chatbot, and it gets confused. Going back to our open book test example, imagine you had a algebra test, and instead of just bringing your algebra book, you also brought your calculus book, your geometry book, statistics. You're going to get confused. It's going to take you a lot longer to find what you're looking for. And if you get incomplete information, it could result in you giving the wrong answer. So these types of articles worked well when you had humans reading them. Well, I don't even know about that. I can barely understand what package I need in order to get workflows. So was the video on the article helpful? No. So, how do you make it so that it only has the information it needs at any given time? Well, that's where a concept of composable content comes in. Now, composable content, usually done by headless CMSs like Contentful, enables you to rewrite and rethink your content based off of user personas, maybe what features they have in a product, what services that they have subscribed to. This enables you to really only get the information in front of the user that they need. How do we use composable content to create chatbots that only have the information that they need based off the user's information? So what I did was I created a demo, which I'll open source code for this. This is just a simple Next.js application used to demo the strategy that we build on top of AnswerAI and a headless CMS that we use called Contentful. And I'm going to show you how you can create immediate personalized chatbots with this strategy. So in this demo, we wanted to give a basic version of a help center with an AI chatbot to show how you can do real-time personalized chatbots based off which user is logged in. Now, every user's and every business's requirements are different. But for this one, what we did is we organized our content so that it can be based off of the plan type that the user has, their role in the application, and their location, so that we can give them different information based off of those items. Now, how you get this information, what we typically do is drop a cookie or use the logged in state to get information about the user that is currently logged in. The more user information you can get from either your CRM or from your own data warehouse, the better. But in this case, we have just a few just to showcase this flexibility. So here we have free user Frank. We also have Team Plan Tim, which just has access to a few more articles. And then we have our enterprise plan users, Analytical Amy, Admin Alex, and DevOps Danny. So this just shows that you can categorize these articles at the article level, but also when I go into here, you can see that there's specific information in the article that is being called out. So here I'm logged in as DevOps Danny, but if I go over here to Analytical Amy, I don't get any of that information. But if I'm the admin, I get stuff for administrators, but it also knows that I'm in the Asia Pacific region, so it gives me a little bit of information here. Now, this isn't cutting edge. This isn't groundbreaking, being able to filter the information by the user's persona. But now, when you add an AnswerAI chatbot on top of it, it allows you to get even better information. So, first thing you notice is that, hey, it knows who I am. How can you help? How can I help you today? I have this saved one. What do I need to know about AnswerAI that is specific to me and my location? At the very top, it says, as an administrator using the enterprise plan located in Asia Pacific, there are a few things to keep in mind. One, about local payment information, multilingual support. And then here, just for debug purposes, you can see that it's only pulling back information and callouts that are for administrators and content that is in the Asia Pacific. This allows me to ensure that only the content that is relevant to me as an admin in Asia Pacific is in the chatbot's knowledge. So now all I have to do is simply just change to Analytical Amy and ask the exact same question. And it knows that it's Analytical Amy. It knows that Analytical Amy is in Europe and on the enterprise plan. So it gives contextual information based off of who's logged in. And once again, I'm only getting content that has been tagged as the user's persona or their plan type. So this is just a way that you can ensure that your chatbot has only the relevant information it needs to answer the user's request. So how does this get set up? Well, in AnswerAI, pretty easy. You simply can just choose from any one of our conversational chains. In here, we have lots to choose from. And then you can choose any AI model you want. For this demo, I was using OpenAI, but we have integrations with Anthropic, with Mistral, and with Olama, and also include your fine-tuned models. And then hooking it up to Contentful is pretty easy. We have a Contentful plugin where you simply just add to the documents and connect it to your space, and you're ready to go. So if we go in here to Contentful and take a look at the content model, once again, we use Contentful for this demo, the great headless CMS, but this same strategy will work with any headless CMS. So here we have the title, we have a plan type, and then we have the article content. And here with the Contentful Rich Text Editor, I have this personalized help content. So as you can see, this article has a call out for developers, administrators. If I wanted to go in here and take a look at one of these, like the administrators, as you can see, it has a title, just that call out, and then I can tag it for a particular user persona or multiple user personas, and the location if it was location and persona specific. So with composable content, you're able to create lots of very personalized content for your help centers that can feed into chatbots and get great ticket deflection and excellent customer support. So the value of deploying a strategy like this is immense. Just ask Klarna, who's going to have $40 million extra in profit next year. Plus, AnswerAI makes it really easy to customize your chatbot responses, use different models, and start to fine tune your responses so you can get even higher ticket deflection rates. So if you like what you've seen today and you're ready to elevate your help center, feel free to click in the link in the description below. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to create a technical deep dive into how this works behind the scenes with the AI prompting and setting everything up with AnswerAI, let me know in the comments below. Until next time.